Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much for asking. What's your name?
My name is Ellie. What's your name?
I'm Richard. Nice to
Great
meet
to
you here.
meet
Yeah,
you. Where are you calling from today?
I am from Brazil. How about
Brazil.
you? Yeah,
I'm in the United States.
that's amazing. Which city are you in?
Kansas City? Um,
Haven't you heard about that city?
no, it's kind of near Chicago.
I
I think
see.
Chicago is the closest city that you have probably heard of.
Oh, that's amazing.
What part of Brazil are you from?
I am from São Paulo. Have you
Ah,
ever heard about São Paulo?
yes, yes.
I think it's the most famous city here in Brazil.
Yeah, it is. Sao Paulo or Rio de Janeiro are probably
Exactly.
two
A
that
lot
I
of
know.
people like to travel to Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
It's really popular. Yeah.
Is there
And
anything specific you'd like to talk about today, or just regular conversation? Oh, hello?
hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
back. My
good.
internet's not good at all. Sometimes it happens.
No, yeah, it was frozen for a moment.
Yeah, so I don't have anything specific to talk, but I have a game called Questions in English. Can
Oh,
we
cool.
play it?
Yeah.
It's an interesting game because we can answer a lot of questions, and there are all kind of questions here. So weird questions, normal questions. So sometimes we have to use a lot of vocabulary. So that's
Oh,
nice.
that's excellent. Yes.
So okay, so I'm going to ask you a question, and we both have to answer them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The first question is: do you have a good memory?
Um, I think it depends on the subject.
Which subject do you have a
Um,
good memory?
I think I have a better memory for things far in the past, but recent stuff, I am not as good of a memory. So long-term memory is good. Short-term memory, not as good. That's my
Yeah. You
and for
know,
you?
and when I started learning English, I realized how much my memory improved. That's amazing because I have to remember a lot of words to use. And yeah, yes, I think my memory is good right now. But when I have normal things to do, sometimes I forget.
Oh yeah,
It's completely normal because we have a lot of things to do every day.
yeah.
For example, I work, I study in college, and I study English here on Cambly. So sometimes I have homeworks or I have something to do and I forget. So I think it's normal, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I agree. I agree.
Exactly. So that's it. Okay, next question.
All right.
Okay. Okay. What do you think can be done to improve the memory?
What do I think? Okay, so I think, like I said, sometimes I have problems remembering things recently. Making lists, and so making lists about things I want to do, but I'll remember that I need to do them. So I think that'll help. And then at the end of the day, journaling, writing about my day. So
Um,
if I have to think about it again, I think it'll help me remember it.
I see.
So
That's really nice.
writing things down, yeah, I think that really helps to improve my
Yeah,
memory.
it really helps. I think to improve our memory, I think if we learn languages, I think it improves a lot. As I told you, studying English is helping me a lot. And I think we have to do a lot of mathematic things, calculus and stuff like that. And I love
Yeah.
it. I study electrical engineering, and I think it helps our brain to improve. I think, and to read, I think is essential.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
agree.
like to read?
What's that?
Do you enjoy reading?
Oh, I do enjoy reading. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. And I, me too, And but I am not reading books in English yet because I'd like to improve it because sometimes there are a lot of words that I don't know, and every time I have to stop to look a lot of words up in the dictionary. So I think that's it. But I'd like to read more in English.
Yeah. I I speak Spanish some, and so I try to read stuff in Spanish sometimes, but sometimes it feels like more of a chore. It's not
Oh,
fun
oh, that's
because if you read it and then you have to look something up and then you get back to reading, it's not fun and easy like it is to read in English for me. So, but I agree, it's a good idea, but sometimes you just don't have enough time to,
yes, and it takes a lot of time, isn't it?
yes.
And but do you speak Spanish fluently?
I used to speak it fluently. I lived in Peru for a little bit, but I haven't spoken it very much in years. So it's kind of, if you don't speak it, then you lose it. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I could still speak it, but not as well. As,
Yeah, because of this, I try to use Cambly every day. I,
yeah, that's a good idea.
so I speak with native speakers 5 times a week. For
Yeah,
30 minutes a day. So I think it's better.
yes, I agree.
And how long have you lived in Peru?
I lived there for 2 years, but it was 12 years ago. So
Oh, that's very nice. But when you were there, did you speak a lot of English there, or did you speak in Spanish all the time?
I spoke mostly Spanish all the time. I did have American friends that I would meet up with every so often, but once a month, a few times a month. So I could speak a few times a month. And I could call my family on the phone, but I didn't do that very often. Just once a week, I would call home. So besides that, I spoke only Spanish.
I see. I'm intending to go to the United States next year. To have that experience. To speak real English.
Yes.
Because I think that's amazing. To talk here on Cambly, but I think it's different to speak in person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes,
It
and
has to be more responsive and things can just happen.
exactly, exactly. And I think it will be amazing. So I'm so anxious.
Yeah.
Let's go to another question. Okay.
Okay.
Um, okay. What do you like to binge watch on Netflix?
Oh, what's the cooking shows? So I watch all of the Netflix shows that are about food, any type. So, like Nailed It. Have you watched that?
No, I
It's
haven't watched that.
where they have people baking cake, but they're not very good at it, so it's funny. But then I also like to watch things like Anthony Bourdain's travel,
I see.
the cooking shows where they travel to all the countries in the world. But I've probably watched almost, well, they have a lot of cooking shows on Netflix, but I've watched a lot of them.
Yeah, I love watching a lot of series. I,
Series.
yeah, I think I binge watch a lot of series there because when I started studying English, I decided to do that, to watch everything in English and to do whatever I can. And besides
Yeah.
Netflix, I love watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
and yes, it improves a lot my English.
I bet so. Do you watch them with subtitles or do you just watch them in
I
English?
Have you ever heard about Fuller House?
No.
How about Friends?
Friends? Yes.
Yeah, so that's amazing. Yeah, okay. Let me see another question. I love this game because sometimes I try to use a lot of different expressions, you know.
Right.
And that's the thing. For example, during the day I study grammar and a lot of expressions and phrasal verbs, you know. And at night, for example, like that, I try to use a lot of different words, you know.
Oh, I had that idea.
Yes, because
You practice them in
yes,
real time.
yes, because I think we students, we are used to using the same words all the time.
Mhm.
So yes, because of this, I stop and let me see another word to say that to change the word, and that's it. Okay, let me see another question. Okay, what is your hobby that you do all the time?
My hobby that I do all the time.
Yeah.
I guess it has to go back to the Netflix. I like to bake. Well, not watching Netflix, but I like to bake a lot. So a few times a week, I'll try to bake something new or make something I made in the past, but make it better.
I see. And don't you exercise? Do you do exercises?
Yeah. Um, but I wouldn't call it a hobby. I don't enjoy it as much.
I see. Yes.
It's like a chore. Every day I try to I watch YouTube videos. I do like a YouTube video every day, but it's more of a okay, I got to do this today, so I do it.
I see. I have to start exercise to work. I have to start to working out, because I am studying a lot, in college. So God
All
willing,
right.
this year will be my last year. So I have a lot of things to do, and because of this, I'm not working out a lot. So I need to do that because it's really healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, but I love, for example, I love going jogging, and what else? I love going to the gym,
Mm.
and and that's it. And we Brazilians love playing soccer.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I think that's it. And what else? I enjoy playing video games, when I have time with my brother. Uh, for example, on weekends, I I enjoy playing video games. And I think that's it. I don't have a lot of hobbies because
Yeah.
yeah, because nowadays I have a lot of things to do and I have to organize my life.
Right. Not
I
a lot
think,
of time for hobbies.
yeah, yeah, I think what I enjoy and I do every day is I study here in Cambly, so I really enjoy it.
That's good.
Yeah, so I love having conversations like that. Okay, let's go. Another question. Okay, that's a weird question. If you were stuck on an island and can only bring three items, what would they be?
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go with not something. Well, okay. I'm not gonna say a boat because that seems like a cop out. So I'll say um, a tent um, and a lighter
Mm,
and let's see, maybe a musical instrument. like a guitar.